So, Exodus chapter 34, verse 11. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out from before thee the Amorite, and Canaanite, and Hittite, and Pharizee, and Hivite, and Jebusite. Take heed to thee, lest thou strike covenants with the inhabitants of the land in which thou art to enter, that it may not be a stumbling block unto thee. But thou shalt rather destroy their high places, and break their statutes, and cut down their groves. For it is not lawful for thee to worship other gods, for Yahweh is zealous and avengeful. His name is God, the zealous and the avenger. Or his name is Yah, the zealous and the avenger. Lest thou strike covenants with the dwellers in the land, and they draw thee astray after their idols, and they sacrifice to their idols, and invite thee, and thou eat of the sacrifices of their idols. And thou take of their daughters for thy sons, and when thy daughters wander after their idols, they make thy sons also go astray after their idols. Molten gods you shall not make to you. You shall observe the feast of unleavened 7 days. Thou shalt eat unleavened cakes as I have commanded thee, in the time of the month of Abiba. For in the month of Abiba you came out free from Mitzrayim. Whatever openeth the womb is mine. Of all the cattle thou art to consecrate the males of oxen and of sheep. The firstlings of an ass thou mayest redeem with a lamb, but if thou redeem him not, thou shalt cut him off with the blade, and each firstborns of thy sons thou must redeem, and they shall not appear before me empty. 6 days thou shalt work, 6 days shalt thou work, and the seventh day have rest in plowing time, and in the harvest thou shalt rest. The feast of weeks also shalt thou make to thee in the time of the first of the wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the conclusion of the year. 3 times in the year shall all thy males appear before the Master of the world, Yahweh Eloheka of Israel. So now you are seeing the Most High reestablishing the law and the covenant again. So now we're at Exodus 34, and it's reinstating the same exact thing that was stated previously, right? So we're just going to continue and proceed and go through this procedure, because apparently, as Israel, we need to be reiterated to over and over again, because we have these hard necks. You see what I'm saying? We stubborn. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear it, and we don't want to do it, but we have to. So it has to be reiterated. We have to be always redirected, right? Exodus 34:24. For I will drive out the nations from before thee, and enlarge thy borders, and no man shall covet thy land at the time of thy going up to appear before Yahweh, the Eloheka, thrice in the year, Yahweh thy God. You shall not sacrifice the victim of my Passover before you have done away with leaven, nor suffer the fat of the paschal sacrifice to remain about the altar until the morning. The best of the firstfruits of your land ye shall bring to the sanctuary of Yahweh Eloheka, Yahweh your God. You are not allowed to boil or to eat flesh and milk mixed together, lest my displeasure be kindled against you, and the fruit of your trees, and the fruit of your trees. Wait, I lost my place. With the grapes and their branches and their leaves be laid waste together. And Yahweh said to Moshe, write thou these words, for upon the expression of these words have I stricken my covenant with thee and with the people of Israel. You see, the covenant is the law, all of it. So upon these words, upon this the law, upon this covenant, this law of how we're to live, can't add to it, can't take away from it. The entirety of it, every statute, perpetual, all, everlasting. This is the covenant. So you can't change this. So they sinned and they wanted another one to get a new one, and now he comes back and he's issuing the same one. Same thing with the mentality of people today. No, we have a new covenant. No. You have the same one. Same. There is no new covenant. It's the same one over and over again. Right? Exodus 34 and 28. And he was there before Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights. He ate no bread, nor did he drink water. And he wrote upon the other tables the words of the covenant, the 10 words which have been written upon the former tables. That's it. These 10 words, Dibura, is Devarim, like Deuteronomy, book. All right? So it's these same 10 words, which is the entirety of the covenant, all the laws, the ordinances, the statutes, right? And then he also has the 3 tables of instructions. He's got a lot of information. He's got books. And it was at the time when Moshe came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of the testimony in the hand of Moshe, in his descending from the mount, that Moshe knew not that the visage form of his face with the splendor which had come upon him from the brightness of the glory of Yahweh's Shekinah in this time of his speaking with him. So he comes down from the mountain, and Moses doesn't know. He looks different, right? He hadn't eaten or drank water for 40 days, and he's in perfect health. Why? Spending that time in the glory of Yah with his Shekinah, he had completely changed, right? He was in perfect health, right? And all the sons of Israel saw Moshe, and behold, the glory of the form of his face shine, and they were afraid to come near to him. So he was glowing like an angel, right? He had taken on an angelic form. Why? He's ministering before Yahweh. He's receiving instruction, right? He's just writing down the law. He's loving it. He's like, man, this is good stuff. Yeah, man, I love this whole law. I just want the law, man. I just want to keep the law. That's all I want to do, you know? And he's just talking, okay, face to face. This is how we're going to do it. And it changed him. He was transformed, right? So, and Moshe called to them, and Aaron and all the princes who had been appointed chiefs in the congregation returned, and Moshe conversed with them. And afterwards drew nigh all the sons of Israel, and he taught them all that Yahweh had spoken to him on the mountain. And when Moshe had finished to speak with them, he put over the form of his face a veil. So now Moshe is wearing a burqa. What the Islamic women wear. He's covering his face. Alright? They got problems. He's like, look. Alright, I put on this thing to cover the face. Alright? The same thing here. I covered my face so I can talk to you, because they're looking at him like this. Bruh. Hey, somebody make some sunglasses. Yeah, bruh, this is... Alright, whatever you say, man, we got it. Alright? And so, this is Moshe's reward in being faithful. So now, his visage, his whole entire look is different. Now he's got on clothes, so you can't tell what's underneath the clothes. But if his face is shining, surely the rest of him is glowing, you know. And so Moshe had finished to speak with them. He put over the face upon his veil, blah 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 blah. And when Moshe went in before Yahweh to speak with him, when he goes in before the Most High, he removed the veil from his countenance until he came forth, and then he came forth to speak with the sons of Israel what had been commanded him. And the sons of Israel saw the countenance of Moshe, that the glory of the form of Moshe's face was shining, and Moshe replaced the veil upon his face until the time of his going in to speak with him. And Moshe gathered together all the congregation of the sons of Israel and said to them, these are the things which Yahweh has commanded to be done. So now he's going in, he takes it off, receives instructions, he comes out, puts it back on. This is what we're going to do. 6 days thou shalt do work, and on the seventh day there shall be to you the holy Sabbath of repose before Yahweh. Whoever doeth work on the Sabbath day, dying he shall die by the casting of stones. My people, the sons of Israel, you shall not kindle a fire in any place of your habitation on the day of the Shabbat. It's repeating it again. And Moshe spake to all the people of the children of Israel, saying, this is the word which Yahweh has commanded, saying, take of you a separation before Yahweh. Whosoever is moved in his heart, let him present the separation for the Yahweh, gold or silver or brass, or hyacinth or purple or scarlet, or fine linen, or goat's hairs, or ram skins dyed red, or skins of seals, purple skins, or woods of sitta, or oils for the lights, aromatics for the anointing oil, sweet incense, the onyx stones, and the stones for the completing of the encasements of the ephod and the breastplate. So the ephod is a girdle, and the breastplate, the Uriah and the Maya. All right? And let all the wise-hearted among you give and make all that the Yahweh has commanded. The tabernacle, its tent, and its coverings, its hasp, and its boards, its bars, and its pillars, and its bases, the ark with its staves, and the mercy seat, and the veil for the covering, and the table, and its staves, and all its vessels, and the bread for the presence. Right? And the candelabrum for illumination with the lamps, and the oil for the light, and the altar of sweet incense, and its staves, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the curtain for the door of the tabernacle of ordinance. Now the tabernacle, but this is the tabernacle of ordinance. This is all the gold and all the high priests are there. So you have tabernacle of ordinance, the tabernacle of the house of instruction, the tabernacle of the Sanhedrin, the tabernacle of judgment. All right, so you have these tabernacles, each one in a different place. All right, so, well, and the tabernacle of the covenant, which is a place within a place. So now we're getting all of these ideas to know which tent, which tabernacle, which one. Everyone has a specific name, so everyone knows exactly what everyone else is talking about. All right, and I'm going to pick up on 35 and 16 in my next video.